Hi, I'm Jim Anderton, Director of Content here at Engineering.com. This may be the most important small news story this year in manufacturing. In a news cycle where Syrian refugees, Donald Trump, and Iran's atomic bomb program corner the headlines, the little stuff can sometimes slip through the cracks. Now here at Engineering.com, we try and follow the small but important stories because every once in a while the little ones become very, very big. And here's one. Honeywell's transportation operation, maker of famed Garrett brand turbochargers, has announced that the Supreme People's Court of China has ruled in favor of Honeywell in a trademark dispute with a rival Chinese turbocharger manufacturer. Now, the Chinese firm attempted to trademark a turbocharger brand called Galitt. Now, the SPC ruling brings to an end a 9-year legal battle for Honeywell in an attempt to protect its brand identity. Honeywell successfully argued before China's highest court that the Garrett brand had acquired a high level of recognition throughout its 60-year history in global markets. Now, Honeywell argued that the local manufacturer was willfully acting in bad faith and trying to capitalize on the established Garrett brand with a similar sounding name and packaging closely copying Garrett's design standards. In 2006, Honeywell had opposed an application for the Galitt trademark in China for turbochargers. This trademark was sought by a local manufacturer in Fengcheng, Liaoning province, which was manufacturing and selling look-alike turbos through companies in Fengcheng and Shanghai. Now, working with Honeywell, local enforcement authorities in China actually seized these Galitt brand turbochargers. And that's the important part of the story. This is not only a case of a high court in China acting to enforce a Western company's trademark, but also an example of cooperation by local law enforcement in seizing what are essentially counterfeit goods. Now, while legal precedent doesn't have the same impact in China as it does in the West, it's clear that Beijing now understands that the economic benefits of trade with the West, backstopped by protection of intellectual property, far outweighs the short-term economics of locally manufactured knockoff goods. Now, to what extent foreign investment in China has been hampered by the lack of clear and ambiguous property rights is unknown, but look at it from the Chinese perspective. Indigenous production of Western technology will result in technology transfer, in Garrett's case possibly resulting in domestically made competitive turbocharger products someday, and they'll go into the market under their own brands. So the long game for China is clear. Develop a unique brand identity and a reputation for quality, much in the way Japanese goods transition from low-cost, low-quality copies of Western goods to high-value brands synonymous with quality. It's just a smart strategy for Beijing and one that's been a long time coming. This also puts additional pressure on domestic manufacturers to up their game if they want to avoid further outsourcing to captive plants in China. Now, Chinese workers are literate, numerate, and capable, but in mass production consumer goods, their technology still lags. So it's no surprise that they're willing to support a foreign company's intellectual property rights to encourage the kind of foreign investment that brings technology transfer along with it.